Okay, so I'm Jill Lee. I'm going to give you a little bit of a backstory of, who I am. So, I've been in the flower industry for over 15 years. I've been at the same flower shop. I've worked at multiple flower shops in the industry, and I absolutely love what I do. Love being creative. I love working with my hands. I really enjoy working with flowers. So, it wasn't until recently that I didn't understand the whole online world when it came into the flower industry. And I knew that these big companies such as FTD and 1-800-Flowers and Teleflora, all these services have been around for years. And I never really understood. I mean, I understood that people order and then they send it to the flower shops, and yada yada yada. But as time went on, I got to see the statements. I got to see the money that was coming in. I saw the money that was going out and the percentages and all these fees and so forth. It wasn't until one month I saw over $100,000 come in, but the check that was with all the fees and everything, I mean, it came in for maybe 30,000. So it really boggled me, and I'm like, well, we're working with these wire service companies and we're not really profiting. No, if there was only a way to duplicate what these order gatherers or wire services are doing to take back the orders and get more orders online, and get more call-ins and more walk-ins, what can I do to get more sales, more customers into my flower shop? So I did some research. I started seeing that videos are really key. Setting up a YouTube is really key. Posting on social media and Facebook is very, very key. So I started doing that. Took it upon myself to start doing that, and it worked. We saw an increase in traffic and an increase in sales. So it was really great. But I really didn't understand how to, get my website from, page 3 and page 4 to really get to the top to be seen by the local searches that people were doing in our area. So I must have had one of those crazy days that the order gatherers really drove me crazy. When are the flowers going to be there? We promised a time delivery, and this order is for what, $40? So, we're really stressing out. I got to the point that I saw my boss like crying, struggling and saying, you know, I don't have any money, and I can't afford to do this, and I can't afford to give you a raise. I can't afford to pay more drivers. I can't afford. That was a daily um, vocabulary that I heard on a daily basis. I can't afford. I can't. I don't have money. That was. And then on hearing her on the phone with these order gatherers and wire services, and they all drive us crazy sometimes, and it's really frustrating because whose business is it? Is it the order gatherer's business, or is it the wire service business, or is it our business? So if these order gatherers and wire services are really frustrating you so much, why be part of them? And she's like, well, because it's money coming in. Well, you got money coming in, but you're stressed out that you can't pay your bills. You can't pay. You can't flourish to the next level because you're so stressed out. And I had seen her multiple times, just break down and cry and say, I'm going to give up, and I'm going to give up, and I'm going to give up. I don't want to do this anymore. I've had it. I'm just going to throw away the keys. And it's frustrating to me because I knew how much she really loved, being creative, loved her shop, was proud of everything that left the store. But she wasn't getting the sales. She wasn't getting the volume that she was looking for. Her top wire service that she was with, they just complain and complain, and you get at the end of the month, you get, a report of how well or how not well you did, and if you didn't put a delivery confirmation, you really get reprimanded for that, and it's frustrating because every month that came in, she got really frustrated, and she got all charged all these crazy charges. So I was talking to one of my friends that I've known for years, and I knew that he did, big corporate accounts and lawyers and dentists and construction companies, like big, high ticket items, websites and stuff. So he got me the other day that I was just so fed up with the wire service, so fed up with the order gatherer, so fed up for working for these people. I felt like I was working for these wire service companies and order gatherers, and I was, at the shop. Really frustrating. And, you get on the phone with these people, and they get you so frustrated that you're like, you know what? Don't send me any more orders. It's not worth the aggravation. So I was telling him about it, and I said, if only we could do what they were doing and get all these sales directly into our own website, it would be a different story. Um, so he did his research. He, has software for everything, and he found out what they were doing. And he really, he called me back and he said, you know what, let me take over your website. Let's do this. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if this is a good thing, but I had no options, and I didn't see any reason to say no, because I could not get any worse than where I was with the lack of orders I was getting so far. So let's try something different. So we tried something different, and in the first couple of weeks, we were probably doing about $500 a month, if that, on our website. And the first couple of weeks, we made probably about, if I can remember now, I think it was like $4,200 in the first 2 weeks. So I was like, "What? This is crazy. What are you doing?" And he told me, and he showed me his software, his contact delivery system, and everything else. And we really saw an increase in traffic. And I saw an increased smile on my boss's face, and she's like, "Wow, what's going on? This is great." And as the time went on, we went from $4,000 to $6,000 to $8,000 a month, and then $10,000 a month, $12,000 a month, and it just went up and up and there. From there, I was like, this needs to be shared with the florist. I don't care if I share my opinions about the wire service companies. I don't care if I share my opinions about the order gatherers. We're at the point that we really don't need these companies. We're not at the point that, they're going to threaten us that they're going to cancel our membership. You know what? We're doing so well with our own orders right now that, we could say goodbye. But, all the money that's, coming in every different direction, you want to, keep it, keep all the money coming in. So we stayed with the wire services, and we got rid of some of the wire services, and we're happy where we are now. So I really thought it was, my obligation to share it with florists that didn't have an answer, didn't know where to turn, didn't know what to do, got scammed by millions and millions of different companies out there that was not showing them any results. So doing this here and then sharing it with people that obviously are not in my area, and now seeing them duplicate how we did, and seeing how well that they're doing on their website right now. And it's really, it takes a lot for me, because I love sharing success stories. I love sharing a key to success. Here's the key. Do you want the answer? Do you want to open that door for a whole different level in your business? And it's really, really exciting, because now all the florists are asking, how did you guys do it? And I'm sharing it, and then they're doing it, and they're sharing their success stories, and it's really, really absolutely amazing. And I never in a million years would think that me opening my mouth would really change the lives of a lot of florists. And you just have to take that leap of faith and believe it's going to work. And sure enough, you go from page 4, 5, and 6 to page 1, and now if you look up florists in my city and state, we are blasted for every single search term, buying keyword you can imagine, #1 organically and in the map. So it's absolutely mind-blowing. Many florists that are in the same position. I'm really excited to share this information. So if you're a florist and you don't know where to turn, if you're a florist that has a wire service website like Teleflora, Flower Shop Network, FTD, you know them all. I'm not going to name them all. There's so many. So if you're with some of these companies and you want to try something different, because chances are the grass is greener on the other side and you'll have nothing but smiles to complain about. Maybe your cheeks will hurt a little bit more because you're smiling and glowing so much. But that's a little bit of a story of, where I am and, how this whole thing came about. And I just love to share the success of all the florists that are doing it now. So I will talk to you guys. Inbox me, call me. My phone number is down in the link, 781-856-5871. Find me on Facebook, Jill Lee. And just flourish online. It's an online world out there. Get the sales, grab the sales, get rid of these order gatherer companies that we hate. We get to the point that now we're getting all their orders that they used to get. So imagine you being a wire service, or imagine your flower shop being an order gatherer and getting all the orders going to your shop, but they're all local. So that's the great part. You're not driving, 50 miles out to deliver a $40 arrangement. We're doing all local stuff. So really great to brand your flower shop. Really great to SEO your flower shop the correct way. Really great to see the results. Really great to see all the smiles on all the florists' face at the end of the day. I will see you and talk to you guys later.